Okay, here we are going to talk to you briefly about getting started with PowerPoint. Now, you may be familiar with PowerPoint. You may have used PowerPoint a lot, but to make certain you get the support you need, we're going to have this brief, and I do mean brief, tutorial here. So, first thing you have to do is turn it on. Now, you might have it in your taskbar down at the bottom, the program icon. You might have a shortcut on your desktop. You can click on the Start menu. You might see it right there. There it is. Or you could go to All Programs, find your Microsoft Office folder, and there it is there. So we open up Microsoft PowerPoint. Now, it opens up automatically to this format. Now, you may prefer to have the blank slide layout. So you go to the Layout menu selection on the left side of the screen here where it says, yes, Layout. You click on that, left click on that, and you get all these choices. Now we're going to go with the blank slide. So we choose blank slide, and now the slide is blank. Now, oftentimes you need more than one slide, so you want to create another slide. You simply right-click and do New Slide, and you get another new slide, this one being a blank new slide. Now you can change the layout. We're going to make another slide to demonstrate with. You can change the layout by simply clicking, selecting one slide, right-clicking, and Layout, and change it. We'll pick this one here. So now you see this slide now has this layout. The other sides still have the original blank slide. So that is a brief explanation about choosing the blank layout and changing the layout to meet your needs. Now, something else that might help you meet your needs is to make a slide master. Now, there's going to be some tutorials that give you a whole lot more detail. This is going to be a quick explanation of slide master. So to do slide master, we'll go to View, and then we're going to go to the menu selection here. It's towards the left. It says Slide Master. And it gives you all these different master slide type of things that have been created for you. Now you say, why would I want a slide master? Well, maybe you're going to be working on a project and you want the same background multiple times and you don't want to have to create it over and over again. So, for instance, let's say you want this picture location, that type of layout, but you want to create a different background to it. So while we have this selected, again, we're going to change the background. We're going to right-click on it. We're going to go to Format Background, and we want it to be unique, so we're going to put a picture as the background. We click Picture, and we want to put our own picture in, so we go to File. We know where we have saved our file. It's on the desktop. And we go and we find the picture, and we insert it. Now, we could apply it to all slides, but we're just creating a master, so we're going to say Close. So now we have our new background picture that we're going to use in a presentation. And you say, well, that's an awfully dark picture. How am I going to have any text show up over it? Well, we can go back in, right-click here, Format Background, and you see down here the transparency level. So move this to the side so that you can see it better as I change it. We can go to 50%, 60%. That will let text show up. As you can see, the text now appears, and we'll say Close. So you say, okay, that's in the slide master file. How am I going to actually do anything with it? How am I going to get back to it later? Well, this is what we do. We save it. We click up here, we say Save, and we save it where we know what it's going to be. We call it on the desktop. Now, to make sure we can demonstrate till you get it back, we're going to name it Slide Master Demo, and we click Save. Then we're going to close it. Now we're going to go to the desktop and we're going to pick Slide Master Demo. Here it is. This is the document. And this is the way it appears because that presentation, remember we had created the 3 blank slides. So what do we do if we want to use that slide master that we created so we don't have to create it again over and over again? Well, again, you've gone to not the PowerPoint program, but that presentation that you saved. You go to Layout, Oh, there it is. Now let's say you decide later on you want to remove these elements over top of it, like basically make a blank background out of it. You click on it and delete. And watch what happens. We can, let's see, duplicate slide, and there it is. So that is a brief explanation of the whole issue of slide masters. Now there's going to be some links that will show up shortly in this video that's going to give you even more definite help on what is a slide master. And also I'm going to recommend that you could go to YouTube and do a search on PowerPoint slide master tutorial. You get even better directions than what I can provide for you. So let's go back. Again, we're going to practice going to the program. We're going to say, yeah, we'll save those changes. We're going to go to the program, open it up. Let's say we're just operating on the fly. We didn't create a slide master, but we know the background that we want. So let's change this again to blank. How do I change the background? I'll create a couple other new slides to demonstrate something to you. I could go like this. I right-clicked. I go to Format Background. I can do Solid Fill. I could do Gradient Fill, a number of different gradients for whatever your purpose might be. I could do the one we've already experimented with, Picture Fill, where you can choose your own file picture, clip art, clipboard, or the preset ones. I like this one for general purposes because it gives a little bit of texture, but yet it's not overpowering. And then you could say Close. And you notice it only did the background on that one thing. What if you want to instead do it to all the slides that will ever appear that you create? So you go to, we'll change it to Demonstrate. We'll use the fish one here. And instead of saying Close, I say Apply to All first, and then I say Closed. And you'll notice that the background change was made to all of the slides that existed at that time. Let's say you want to create another slide. See what happens to the background with it. I right-click, and I say New Slide, and it already has the preset background. So there you are about changing backgrounds, all the different type of background choices you can make from, again, we'll show you, Solid Fill, Gradient Fill, Texture, or you could hide the background graphics. We're not going to worry about that today. So that is the basics of setting up your background. So now we have presentation 1. So what do? Well, we go to the menu and we go to Save. We navigate to where we want to save it. We give it a name that we'll remember. But remember, don't make the name too long because oftentimes you like to upload it like to an email or to a website, and sometimes upload capabilities don't like it when the file name is too long. So make it so that you remember it, but don't make it too long. Now, what else about saving the presentation should you keep in mind? Well, keep in mind the fact that you can save it to multiple locations. Well, first of all, on your hard drive of the computer you're working on. Then you should probably consider having an external hard drive for backup. In addition to that, a cloud storage backup, which of course can be accessed from any place that you might go, even if you didn't have your own computer. While you do that, well, there's a little known thing that some people have experienced called the blue screen of death when your computer crashes. If you've ever been working on something, you know what happens is the blue screen of death can take all of your work to electron heaven, and you'll never see it again. Unless, of course, you've been backing it up and saving it in multiple places. So we heartily recommend having not just one, but multiple places where you back up your work, so you're not sad if you ever do see the blue screen of death. So, again, there'll be other resources linked into this. We hope this helps you, and thank you very much.